Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen news. What's going on this week? Well, the Kruger L-21 Wolf Light Fighter has been fully revealed, so we're going to be looking at that and talking about some of its ridiculousness, because it's really cool, but it's very silly. Alpha 4.3.0 is getting some more fixes and updates on the PTU. There's a tech preview and Evocati tests about to start, and we're in the run-up to CitizenCon, and the Ship Showdown Phase 1 is ending. So we saw a Behind the Ships episode from CIG. The Kruger L-21 Wolf is a single-seater light fighter that will be available, flyable in 4.3. It's small, fast, agile, and nimble. That's its focus, but it's also very fragile. It needs to avoid getting hit. You can see that it's got that P-52, P-72 Kruger feel, more high-end luxury, but also with a retro look. Clean, smooth shapes, some exposed piping around the nacelles and engines, aerodynamic yet aggressive. I would have actually expected it to have been called the Hawk if there wasn't already a ship with that name. Tuning-wise, it's going to be sort of like Dogfighter Interceptor tuning. It's been inspired by 1940s aircraft. Getting onto some of the silly stuff, it's got two size 4 Gatlings, which rotate out of the wings. Those are massive weapons for a light fighter. It is really cool. They are gimbaled and they have like a 5-degree movement in each direction. That's what CIG said. That's a lot of firepower. I believe that they've got to be bespoke, right? Because they rotate out of the wings, so that, number one, suggests it's bespoke, and I don't instantly recognize that weapon. Tell me if I'm wrong, or if you think something else in the comments below. It also has 8 size 1 missiles, 4 on each of its wings. We're not sure on what sort of level we're going to be able to change these weapons around, so if those size 4s are bespoke for Gatlings, might not be any choices for them, but in the future there might be a few choices for them, and not sure if we're going to be able to mess around with the size 1 missiles either, but I believe that's effectively 2 size 3 hardpoints for missiles. Components, we've got no confirmation on that either, but it's probably single size ones for most of them, and it's going to have external access only to them because there's no walkable interior in the ship. It's just a cockpit for the pilot, and that cockpit, sleek, amazing unrestricted view, very cool there. A very unique dashboard and MFDs. It's got a clock in the center as well, which will keep track of server time, CIG said. So it looks a bit like a boat. CIG thinks it looks a bit like a boat. Zin pretty much said it is a boat from underneath. It has a bottom fin that deploys when it goes into flight mode. That fin is only going to be useful in atmosphere, maybe, or in the water. That fin is very questionable. It is silly. I understand that they wanted to have something that made it even more unique. Maybe I will learn to love it, but I believe it's going to be the most damaged part of that ship, as players are going to forget about it when they come into land sometimes, or clip it on stuff, because it adds probably like a meter of height to the ship, and it's in a place where you're not sort of aware of it. We saw comments in the video as well saying that keel will be missing 99% of the time, and I think that is a underestimate of the amount of time that it will be removed or fallen off in some way. Very cool looking, slightly silly ship. We don't know the price of it yet. I'm expecting it, having a think about it and now being revealed, it to be around $80 to $120. I know that's quite a large gap, but we don't know. It's new, it's luxurious, it's got 2 size 4 weapons, although they very well almost certainly are bespoke, and that does mean they are very balance dependent. The ship is incredibly balance dependent on those weapons, where they shake out to whether it's good or not, right? It's probably going to be at the higher end of pricing for light fighters though, the Arrow being $75, the Gladius being $90. I'm expecting it to be $110 maybe. Tell us what you think in the comments below on that. Let's move into This Week in Star Citizen, them saying, first and foremost, the team is continuing their improvement efforts throughout the 4.3.0 PTU cycle and greatly appreciates all the feedback and reports that you've been sharing. As mentioned last week, following testing, we've decided to extend the resource drive event in the upcoming patch. Alongside the extension, we've already rolled out a number of fixes with more on the way, so keep the feedback coming. I, BoredGamer, am expecting that to go through the whole length of the 4.3 cycle, or 4.3 patch, should we say, for that resource drive event. So until 4.3.1 is released some point in September. You can expect more 4.3 PTU patches this week. CIG said we have further leads on the audio crashes that have been occurring in many ships and are working on a potential fix for 4.3.0. With this, we are holding off a PTU publish until the fix is in, and QA have verified this for probably later Tuesday. There is an expected Evocati playtest this week as well, so we aren't expecting that to be like engineering, although it could be, but they are reportedly having plans for Engine, Vulkan and AI updates to be tested and potentially some other content, and this will be an Evocati test on the tech preview branch probably. We don't really know much more than that though. We'll report on the details of it as that test happens. We can't show any footage specifically of it though because of the Evocati NDA, but we can talk about it. Thinking about it, this could actually just be a quick stress test, sanity test before having engineering on the tech preview build, because CIG have been really gearing up for that engineering test. And recently in the monthly report, they said that they had moved the code for engineering onto a staging area for the tech preview. So actually, that could be the start of that. That is very much an I reckon though. Back to the This Week in Star Citizen post. Last week we published the monthly report, giving you a behind the scenes look at the progress we made throughout July. It was a very cool monthly report, some awesome stuff. We know that the Apollo and the Perseus are almost complete, and like the Kraken got a little medical facility, things like that. With CitizenCon Direct fast approaching, we revealed that members of the CIG team will be hitting the road to join watch parties across North America and Europe on Saturday, the 11th of October. Check out the full schedule to see where we'll be. We can't wait to connect in person. It is less than 2 months away now, CitizenCon. With that in mind, if you're in the UK, maybe you should check out the UK Watch Party in Leicester at the National Space Centre. CIG devs are going to be there as well, and it will be awesome. Links below. There are a load of other watch parties as well around the world with CIG attendance. Again, you can just see them in the links below if you are interested. Meanwhile, the Ship Showdown is still going strong. You've got until later today to rally behind your favourites and get a shot at winning an RSI Meteor in our latest contest. So CIG have also been updating a little leaderboard every so often with the ships that are likely to turn up in the top 16, and that could change, but it's almost certain that it's going to be the Vulture and the Mole, the Racer and the M50, the Polaris and the F7 Hornet Mark II, the Zeus ES and Corsair, the Raft and Asgard, the Prowler Utility and Talon, the Urza Medivac and MTC, and Gladiator and 85X. On Wednesday, you will be able to see a public roadmap update with new details about 4.3 and 4.3.1. 4.3 is going to be the August patch, 4.3.1 is almost certainly going to be the September patch. We know they're going to be opening up more wings of those Onyx facilities for 4.3.1 as well. On Thursday, we've got a new Inside Star Citizen all about Alpha 4.3.0 Dark Territory is the name of that. So it's going to be about the Onyx facilities, but probably about the patch in general. And that potentially means that we're going to have 4.3 released the week after. That's typically what CIG do, but we'll have to wait and see. And then at the end of the week on Friday, you can expect to see an RSI newsletter and a little sneak peek, that sort of stuff. So in summary, this week, you're going to have more Alpha 4.3 PTU updates on that All Waves PTU. There's going to probably be some Evocati and tech preview playtests, maybe an engineering tech preview coming soon. Alpha 4.3 and 4.3.1 will have a roadmap update, and we've got the Ship Showdown Phase 1 coming to an end, and the top 16 ships will be announced, ready for Monday the 18th of August, when a sale will start, and we'll have the 1v1s of those ships going against each other for Phase 2. And then the week after that, we'll have a free fly and the Elite 8 ships sort of battling it out before one is crowned the winner. Boom! That's it for your updates today. Tell us about your experiences with Alpha 4.3 at the moment, and are you excited that they've extended the Resource Drive event? What do you think of that Kruger L21 Wolf? I love the look of it. I will probably get one. I don't know how much I want to be at the mercy of CIG's balance. That's one of the things that put me off the Meteor. Having those bespoke weapons there means that balance of those weapons is going to hugely affect whether that ship is overpowered or underpowered, and that's the problem with bespoke weapons, because on other ships you can just change those weapons and you go, okay, well, I don't have to worry about that, it's about the hard points. But if those weapons are truly bespoke and can't be moved, it's just too potentially good weapons. Anyway, tell me what you think about the L21 Wolf as well. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Are you going to be buying one? Are you not? What do you think its price is going to be? Also, something that you shouldn't care about the price because it's really cheap. Get big discounts. NordVPN. Links below to that, or you can go to nordvpn.com/BoredGamer. What's that? Some great deals? Well, why wouldn't you want better security, accessibility, and privacy on the interwebs? I don't need any better security or protection or accessibility of the internet because I've already got NordVPN, and you should get it too. Every month we have a ship giveaway, and we're giving away an RSI Meteor, that new medium fighter with lifetime insurance and a gameplay package for Star Citizen. Everything you need to play with a cool fighter and pew-pew some fools. Just comment on any of our videos made during this month to be in for a chance of winning that. Something else that you might like to do is like, share, subscribe to our videos. There's a join button underneath as well. There's Patreon. You give us a little bit of money each month and it helps out the channel immensely. Occasionally we have some exclusive videos. Come to my Discord, discord.gg/BoredGamer. Also, you should comment on all the videos, not just because of the giveaway, but also because you can give me feedback. And I want to say a massive thank you to the people that have supported the channel via any medium. But genuinely, you guys that go the extra mile to use that join button or Patreon, it is genuinely so appreciated. Thank you so much.